like to introduce to you my dear friend and wonderful painter. She's been in several of our shows, even in DC. Her name is Natalie Sobo, and she's originally from St. Petersburg, Russia, but she's moved to Canada. So she's living in Toronto now since it's 2001.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, 2001 landed.
I just have to say that I'm so pleased and honored to have you do this solo exhibition with your artwork. We've been talking about this for months. I sort of dropped out of email because I get compounded with email, but we caught up again and we're here. So you guys are going to be in such a treat to walk. We're going to walk through the gallery. But quickly, I just want Natalie just to tell us a little bit of what gives you your inspiration. Now I know you had a terrible accident skiing. That really put a dent in things, to say the least. But how what your work is so spectacular. Where does it come from? What's your inspiration?
Thank you, Carolyn. I love you. You're an amazing person. You're my inspiration, first of all, right? So, yeah. So, like 57 years old, we have a little bit of our life. We have a little bit of experience. We have something coming and going. Some days are not good. Sometimes not good. Some days are great. Some days are wonderful, right? So, honestly, I don't know. What I try to do, I try to find myself. I tried to find this. I remember myself as the very happy child when I was really very, very young. And at some point I lost this child, it's happening to a lot of us, I guess, right? And yeah, as you said, my ski accident was really a turning point. And I said, you know what? So something is definitely going wrong. I'm moving the wrong direction. And I tried to rebuild myself. And first of all, I tried to remember this happy child that I was when I was 5 years old. And I was making my drawings and paintings that time. They were very happy. They were full of color. And yeah, so that's what I try to do. This is my journey to myself, the real myself. And again, my goal is to be happy. I really want to be happy. It's a lot of work. It's not easy. We know it.
Yeah.
And I want to give this happiness to all people around. Oh, this is my mission. That's what I feel like, this is inside me. And yep, that's what it is.
I love your mission, Natalie. I love your mission.
Thank you. Yeah.
I love your mission. I just, I had one time somebody said, if you had one wish, what would you wish? I would say, I wish I would make enough money to pay people to just love each other and be happy.
We don't need so much money to love each other, believe me.
I know. But just to encourage a little bit, the ones who are sort of like, okay, here, how about if let's do something happy. Yeah. But you guys, the artists, I love you. That's why I do this. So Natalie, thank you for coming on this journey with us, especially today on a Saturday. I'm going to share my screen now. And if everybody who's joined us, can you mute your button, mute your microphone? Okay, great. So I'm going to start to share my screen. 1 second here. I have 2 screens, so I have to make sure I'm not sharing the wrong one. Okay. Do you guys see anything?
No, it's not sharing.
Not sharing it. Okay, great. Let me see if I can. Oh, okay. Because I have 2 screens, I have to look in 2 places. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to do this one, share. Okay, now do you see a screen?
Yeah.
Okay, that says so. Natalie. The one that says Natalie Sobo?
Yeah.
Okay, great, great. Okay, so this is Natalie's page on the Art Impact International website. It has the name of her show, which is All We Need Is Love. I love that title, by the way. And it's going to be running until the end of the month, right? So we're here now, so we don't need that. This is her video, which we're not going to watch right now because you're actually now in her presence, and we're going to look through all the paintings. So when you come on, and again, it's artimpactinternational.org/Natalie-Sobo. So everything that we're talking about today can be accessed on this page, including the recording of this gallery talk. Instead of register, it'll say listen to. Okay, so after today, you'll see that as soon as I can get it done. Okay, and that'll be in a day or two at the most. Okay, so here we have the gallery, the one gallery here. So when you click on that, it will take you to her show. And this one is all of her artwork. So if you're looking at stuff here and you say, wow, I like that one, I'd like to purchase this, you can click on this collect button, right? And it will take you to the e-commerce page, which is dedicated to her show, right? So these are all the artworks that's in the show. And the ones that have sold, they're still available for print, right? So we're going to go back here, and now we're going to get into the gallery tour. It takes this while because all of the code that's behind this is loading onto your device. So if you come on here for the first time, it may take a little longer, but as you come back on the same day or whatever, it'll be quicker. Okay, so I just want to read this quickly. This is Natalie's statement. Being a woman, I continue to explore the mystery of female nature, taking a deep look into myself, realizing the importance and power of female spirit. I want to manifest and celebrate the mystery, creativity, and freedom of female soul, sensuality, and passion of female existence. That's some powerful stuff now. So with that said, we're going to jump in, and I'm going to click out of that and out of this. And some of the navigation you guys already know about, but this down here will give you a quick view of what it is we want to see. So let's start with the Madonna, the mother and child here. And I'm going to close out the catalog. Okay, so here we have Motherhood, Madonna, Off a Pebble. So Natalie, can you tell us, can you talk a little bit about what do you mean off a pebble?
Yeah, okay. It was really a very interesting thing that one day we went for the kind of art tours with the bus of artists, and we had the exhibition on Crete, Greece, island Crete, Heracleon, right? And we had the art exhibition there, and definitely we had time on the beach, right? And I found this pebble like that, yeah, with like the sketch of this drawing. Wow. It was really amazing. It was really amazing. I kept it for years. Wow. I made the the drawing first in pastel, but then everything was lost. It was years ago. I don't know even how old was I that time, right? But this is the whole thing. So basically what I realized after like 10 years or after, or 15 years after that, it was kind of the sign for me that I will have a child, my baby girl.
Wow.
She came to me as a drawing on this sea pebble. And I even didn't know about it, but I took it, I kept it for years, and she was born probably 10 years after.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, and this is all about my motherhood.
Wow.
And also we can put it in this way that, you know, this mother, she's losing her face, right? So the child is very real, the baby is very real and alive, but when we are going through this motherhood, right? So we try to give everything possible to our kids.
Yeah.
We are losing ourselves
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Wow. Very, very insightful, very well communicated. I would not have known anything like that unless you just told us. Like you found.
Yeah, so like signs are coming to us in the form of objects, stones.
Yeah.
You know, and we never know. We can understand it like years after.
Right. Right.
Very interesting. Yeah.
Now you have the wonderful color combination here. Now in her headdress and her cloth, there's, and also in the background, there are these, it looks like red tears, or, and I see the moon on the left here, right? There's the moon here.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then these are like tears almost. Are those tears or are those just?
No, I didn't think about the tears. It was more than oriented ornaments, kind of. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's no, I didn't think about the tears.
Okay.
Yeah, not so bad. No.
Okay.
No tears. It's just ornaments. It's oriental elements of the oriental ornaments.
Okay. I wonder why this keeps jumping back, doing those crazy things. Okay. Do you have any other, the moon that's here, does the moon have any significance, or?
Honestly, I don't know. Like the image is coming to me. Basically, this image was from the stone, from the pebble, right? So it was there. I don't know why. So I just copied the drawing, copied the image, and I just enhance it and develop it, right? Okay. So like, it was like that. It was with the moon.
Wow. That's just extraordinary. It's so beautifully done. And
thank you.
And even the hand that's holding the baby's bottom and holding the back of the head, you know, you just so delicate. You know, it just gets communicated that there's love. They're holding the baby with such care, right? Not grabbing it, not, you know, just holding it.
That's what I tried. This is our motherhood feelings or instinct, right? So we try to protect. Yeah. We try to keep, we try to protect, and we try to give all this cozy love, right? Yes.
Very beautiful. I would want everybody to have this at their home. Just a reminder.
Okay.
You know, you see some mothers, sometimes they're very stressed out. They didn't get much sleep, maybe because the baby.
We are losing our faces, right?
Yeah,
we are losing ourselves.
Yeah. But sometimes it doesn't. It goes too far, where they even lose their sanity. You know,
and she has no mouth.
Right.
She's not talking. You see it, right?
Yes.
It's like.
Yeah. Wow. Just gorgeous. Now, does anybody have a question or comment? We'll take one from someone. You can unmute yourself. And if you have a question or a comment that you want to make. We can do all of that at the end as well, but just so we're here with this, while you have it fresh in your head, you can unmute yourself and talk. I thought I heard someone.
I really appreciate what this piece depicts, and I'm a mom, and I can definitely say it is very reflective for my experience with mother.
Okay, and Felicia, I heard most of what you said, but somehow your microphone is going off and in and out. So I'm not sure why.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you, but it kind of drifts away.
Okay, I'll defer. So I just wanted to say that it resonates greatly with me.
Okay, great. Thank you. I should have taken off my phone. Sorry, guys. All right. So we're going to move along. Thank you for that comment, Felicia. Thank you. Okay, this one, Natalie, love of a stranger. Those words are very provocative, that phrase. Tell us about love of a stranger and the fact that, you know, can I tell you what my first feeling is when I look at it? It's a little scary. He's a little scary looking, you know, a little bit. And he has these roses and they're like in flames. So it's like love of a stranger, but it's scary.
So I just have to tell you that, first of all, some of the images are coming to me as a flash, and most of the time I receive my images as a flash. It could be through the night dream, it could be through the daydream, but they are coming like that. And sometimes I really need to translate them to myself.
Okay.
So what I do when the flash is coming, I try to make the sketch as soon as possible. If I have the material, if I have a little notebook and the pencil, I do the sketch very quickly. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes I even cannot translate them. But again, as in my statement, I said that I try to really look deep inside myself to find these feelings, to find these emotions, and to try to, first of all, understand them myself, right? And then try to pass the message to people. That's what we are doing as the artists, right? We are passing the messages.
Right.
So, yeah, so this is a little bit of mystery. So okay. I would say it was based on the real story, mm-hmm. as all my paintings, all my pictures, they're based on something from real. Mm-hmm. But sometimes I take the little piece of reality and then I develop it into the, you know, the artistic mystery, conversational message, right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, this one was my attempt of kind of dating after my divorce. Okay. That is why it is scary, probably. And right. It was really very funny. So I have met this guy only once in my life. Uh-huh. I've never met him before.
Wow.
But I had this kind of feelings, again, of kind of love. That's what probably I wanted.
Right.
You know, like I try to be honest to myself, right? I am a woman, I want to be loved, and I have feelings and I want to reflect them. And yes, so basically I have no clue. I don't know the guy. I don't know nothing about him, but it's kind of fantasy. I put it in this way.
Wow. But that's very telling for us to understand that what for me, when I look at it, I see now how better to look at it. It's not so much he's so much scary. It's just your emotional
I think it's more, it's more my emotional conflict.
Yes.
Probably,
and so then it's perfectly, because I could imagine, I've been divorced as well. And when you go back into the dating scene, it is very scary, and you don't know who is behind those eyes. And
exactly.
You just don't know. And then you've been hurt. So you think maybe this guy will hurt me. So he might be looking scary when he's really not. Yeah, I totally understand. And then the flowers, these flowers, is he trying to pull one over on me? Or these flowers real? Do they really mean what I think they mean? Or are they a trick, right?
You explain it even better than I thought. You give like perfect explanation and translation of the image into the words, actually,
But you have to understand, Natalie, when I look at the artist's artwork, I really look at it. That's why I asked you the questions I asked you, and I'm honest too. So anybody who knows me knows that. And I don't hold back unless it's something terrible that I think will just make things worse. I don't say it. But yeah, thank you. I'm happy that we can have this conversation about the piece, because now I 100% can receive what you were communicating in the piece.
Yeah.
So now, does anybody else, again, one or two people, you can unmute yourself and chime in to the discussion here about love of a stranger. Okay, so we'll move along.
Say something.
Okay, so this one is just wow. This one's called Sweet Dreams. Let me move it over some. Sweet Dreams, dear Laura. So now, who is Laura?
Laura is my daughter. She's that baby girl from the Pebble.
Okay.
She's the one,
So now she's all grown up.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Just your color scheme is it's like neon beautiful, the blues and the orange and the yellows and the greens, and how you tell us a little bit about your technique. Are you using like different size brushes, and it's just that how to push that brush stroke, how much paint to put on the brush. I mean, it's just so masterful. Tell us a bit about it.
So basically what I try to do, and this is in my other statement, so I try to make it sound. Whatever I'm painting, I want it to sound.
Okay.
So like I was born to the family of musicians. The music school was the must for us, me and my sister, right? So I am also very audio. So, and I try to combine visual and audio. So this is the whole thing. So when I do the painting, I want to make this color, or like the strength of the color, or the brightness, or the contrast, that I can hear it.
Yeah.
It should sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Very, very good.
It's not a technique, but it's kind of, I don't know. What is that method?
It's you're sensing. Yeah. It's just, it's actually, I've looked it up. It's called synesthesia, where I as well share that, because when I paint, I have to hear the colors. And so I know I'm done when all the sounds are in harmony, and there's not too much bass, there's not too much treble. One is not too much volume, right? Yeah. So it is called synesthesia. That's when you're like your ears will see, your eyes will hear. It's sort of like different what people normally think ears and eyes do. It's just sort of blended together, synesthesia. So it's just wonderful to know that is a part of your aesthetic.
Yes.
Naja?
Yes.
Did you want to say something?
I can. I'm looking at this painting from another perspective, and that perspective is feminine power.
Ah.
I have been tuned into and listening to a lot of different concepts expressed about feminine power, and that's what this painting reminds, speaks to me about the feminine power in terms of the strength of the eyebrows, the delicate colors, as well as the strong colors that are coming through the broad strokes,
Right.
The softness, but then the resolute firmness of her face.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say firmness, I mean, there's like a strength or a power in her, just in the way her face is sculpted or chiseled, and her eyes being determined on whatever it is that's going on inside of her.
Mm-hmm.
And the hair, hair in many cultures, it represents energy.
Mm-hmm.
The energy that's radiating out of a person. There's energy in hair. There's energy in everything.
Sure.
But I see that powerful mane, if you will.
Yes.
So that's what I instantly honed in on that. I mean, I was listening to, your description.
Right.
But I immediately started thinking of feminine power, and how the feminine power is very creative and sustaining and nurturing, but it's also feminine power that sometimes we don't recognize, we lose, and we don't really realize what our feminine power is. And that's not just to say women.
Right.
Men have feminine power as well as masculine power, but so do we have masculine power as well as feminine power.
Sure.
So that's really just grabbed me that way.
Wow.
Maybe it's off the beaten track, but that's me.
No. That's every viewer will. It's your view. It's like your fingerprint. You're going to see things differently, and that's what makes these discussions so interesting. Everybody's not going to see it the same way. So thank you for speaking up how it occurs to you. So, and everybody just please follow Naja's lead. Don't just listen to me and Natalie. Please, if you have like a unique view of what's going on here for you, lend it to us so that Natalie can also appreciate how her artwork is affecting others, right? That's just going to help her even strengthen her skill and her means of communicating, and just probably just makes her happier to know, that the work is actually communicating something that at least is in her view of what it is she's trying to get across, even though she may not have consciously thought of it, but that it's there, Natalie, do you agree?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So it means that the message is passed and even over the message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really like it. I didn't think about it in this way, but now I see it. And
Yes.
I guess my daughter will be a powerful one. I guess so. Yeah. Because it's there.
Yes. It's forthcoming, as they say. It's forthcoming. It's there, but we may not see it in one moment of time, but in another moment of time, we'll see it. But it was there all along. Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, very good. So we're going to move along to the sisters, I believe. Yes, here they are. Let me move over some. And this one is called Sisters. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Okay, Natalie, tell us now, are these your sisters or somebody
Yeah,
else's sisters?
it's
Okay.
basically the story was very sad, and yeah, so it was my father's funerals. I was 30 plus, my sister was 29 probably. And I remember that feeling. That feeling was sitting inside me for years.
Mhm.
And it was like I tried to find these black roses, as black as possible, red, black roses. And I put even the words over there, but I remember words so much now. So do you remember him? Do you remember that day when I came in with my black, red roses? Something like that. So anyway, so this feeling was inside me for a long time, very deep inside. And at some point I started to draw, you know, when you do these doodles, you do something, and at some point it came out. It was probably not immediately, it was probably even more than 10 years after. So I started to doodle, and that came out, and I connected it to my deep feelings. I found them, and I started literally dig very deep inside myself to take it out of myself, take it out of, and just make this release. This is a release for me.
Wow. It's
Yeah,
a
so
gorgeous release.
yeah, so
Wow.
it's happened this way. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. And you finished this just a couple of years ago.
Yes, it was finally, it was done. I had a porcelain, like China painting. I did a lot of, I graduated decorative arts, ceramics, China painting. I had these China painting pieces from back home. It was around 2000 that time, but it was not enough for me, right? So it was still sitting inside me, not said.
Right.
So I came back to my sketches, I came back to my China paintings, and I just released it now a few years ago. Yes, it was a few years ago.
Yeah, yes, beautiful. Even the patterns on the clothing that you've dressed them for. Are these, did, this funny question, did you design the clothing? I know one of the viewers here, one of the attendees said that part of what they do is costume design and set design and so forth.
No, I didn't do any costume design. I was in decorative painting, like porcelain painting, China painting, this kind of. So also I'm very decorative inside myself. So I just really like this geometry, decoration parts, you know, like it's part of me.
Okay, good. Okay, I just wondered, you know, it's just your patterns and how they work with distance, right? Like for instance, here on the far left, you have the correct tone
Rhythm
of the blue, right? And that's behind, and here in front, it's bright. So you're using color to inform distance. It's not just the angle, but it's also using the colors, right?
Yeah, it's from decorative arts actually, because decorative arts is flat, right? We don't create three-dimensional, but we still show the depth.
Yes.
Using, yeah.
Yes, exactly. And I remember my instructor or my professor, I told him, because I love color as well, I'm a colorist, I said, you could use, can't you make color give distance? He was just always stuck on tone, you know, the black and white tone scale. I said, no, but the colors as well, they can create a sense of depth.
Absolutely.
And he said, no. I was like, well, I'm thinking what kind of professor you are, you know? Anyway, but I remember him, but it's those kinds of discussions that help you remember the control you have over what you're doing, over what you're wanting to say and how you're saying it, and that it's still aesthetically correct, if you will, right?
Yeah.
So thank you. This is just, I just in love with your patterning here, and so forth. And I know there, like I said, there are a few of the artists on the call here that tune into to this kind of not this specific, but just patterns, patterns. So does anybody want to chime in here about the sisters? Do you remember?
I have a question.
Okay, Masha.
Yeah, I'm just curious if there isn't a reason, okay, but is there a reason why the hair is flying up and out on the left-hand side of the painting? The hair on the woman, where her hair is flying out and off?
I even don't know. As I said, when the image comes to me, the image comes to me as a flash, and I don't have reasons. So what I do, I don't develop the image. I translate the image afterwards.
But did you have an interpretation? There's no interpretation?
Not so much, like, put it in this way. The right one is me with my character. The other one is my sister. So my sister is completely different from me. So she is a little bit more, I think I am kind of a little bit stronger. She is a little bit more female and more, yeah, probably this hair is description of her more soft and female character, maybe, who knows, again. Because some of the things I do subconsciously, and sometimes it takes me years to understand myself, honestly. Yeah, again, I try to be very honest. Yeah, sometimes I don't understand still why I do it, but I do it because something from inside me pushed me to do it. But it's really very funny with this piece. So the time when the image came to me as for the porcelain painting, I even didn't plan immigration to Canada. And see this bird, what is it? The
feather?
What is that? Yeah.
Yes.
This is very much kind of symbol of North America, I would say, right? Yeah, like First Nations people, right? Something like that. I didn't know that time that I was going to do it. Very funny. And it's coming like this. And my sister is in Netherlands.
Okay.
And that time when the image came to me, we didn't know. And see how like two pieces, they're separated, but at the same time, it is connected. And I did it on purpose. It is connected with this, the blue, what is that again? I don't know. Dress or,
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not a skirt. It's kind of the gown, probably.
Oh, a gown?
Yeah, yeah. So it's connected. So we're far apart. We don't talk too much and very often. It's like she's in the Netherlands, I'm here in Toronto, but we're still very, very connected. So
okay.
And again, this is translation of the image. The image comes as a flash. So sometimes it takes years to translate and understand it.
Is she
more outgoing or extroverted?
I would say I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I honestly don't know. But she's completely different. We are different characters. We are different people. Completely different.
Is she your younger sister?
She's younger. Yeah, she's younger.
Okay.
Yeah, I had another message with this as far as translation, as far as what I see. I'm dazzled by your use of color here. And the movement to it is just beautiful. But when I see the hair flying back like this, I think of the wind. And in the Native American tradition, the wind, another word for wind is also spirit. So I feel like, you mentioned like around your father's death and the warmth and the color in between you. I just see like the movement of the spirit and with the feathers and all the beauty and the color. There's a saying that when you find feathers, it means that angels have passed by, and the piece just moves me to tears. It does, and the color and the depth is just amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Karen left us.
I like the dresses.
Dresses?
I like them.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
Again, very decorative.
yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
So,
Yeah.
your repeat designs in your fabric prints, they're really amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
So is this a one-piece long dress on the left?
Yeah.
On the left, yeah.
Yeah, one piece with long sleeves, kimono long
With the-
sleeve.
Yeah, with the long sleeves, yeah.
And a roll collar, V-neck. That's good. Long hair, blowing, like somebody said, blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they look good.
Very nice.
Really nice.
Very nice. Gorgeous.
Yeah, they are.
Thank you guys for your comments and input. We're going to continue. Let me call up this and go to the next one. This one is very sexy. It says, Summer Night Dream, Every Girl Knows It. So tell us about this piece.
Yeah.
I mean, all of us know it, but how is it that you selected? How is it that you selected?
All of you know it, right?
Yes.
This is a good thing.
Yes.
This is really good thing. So it means that, again, so I try to be honest to myself. I am a woman.
Yeah.
Right? And I dig myself very deep inside to get it out and to understand, first of all, myself, what's wrong with me. Right? And yeah, so again,
I have to interrupt you. Not what's wrong with you. Okay, you can ask that, but first, what's right with you? Okay, promise me you're gonna inquire to yourself more about what's right with you. Because if there was more wrong with you than right with you, you would not be here. You really wouldn't be here. So you have more going on that's right. Please, everybody on this call, listen to this, please, if nothing else. Ask yourself, what is right with you? You okay? Promise me, guys. Okay. Okay, Natalie, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I couldn't let that go.
It's okay. It's okay. Like, I am kidding, like
I know. Oh, yeah. Even
So,
in jest, don't say it. Don't say it.
This actually, with these pieces, so some of them, this is something that I didn't mention. So some of them, as the pastel sketches, were created actually a long time ago. It was like the very end of the 20th century, put it in this way. So it was 1995, 1997, something like that.
Okay.
And I created them as pastel paintings. I brought them to Canada with my immigration, and they were half destroyed in the flood.
Oh.
Yeah, so the theme and the image is from 1995, 1997. But what's happened to me that like all this kind of immigration, surviving, blah, 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 the kids, whatever, not so, yeah, it was tough time here, right? And at some point after my broken hip, I just came to the point that I have to change the path. I have to make this kind of turn because my direction was definitely wrong, and I was killing myself, honestly. That was the wrong direction. So just I decided to remember myself, what was me before immigration, and first of all as the artist and a person. And I came back, I found my half destroyed pastel paintings, and they helped me actually to rebuild myself. So I started to redo it in my new passion to acrylic paintings that I found here. This is something new for me, still new. I love it. I love acrylics. So it's wonderful. It's a lot of strength, bright colors, a lot of possibilities with the color to play. And it was very new for me at that time. So I came back to my old sketches and started to rebuild them. And this is the way I rebuilt myself, put it as art therapy, probably.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is one of the pieces. Not all of them were from the old images, but this is one of the pieces that was done from the old image. And that image, I was in love with my second husband. Yeah. So I was like, I tried to find this sensuality, sexuality, whatever. I was in love, I wanted, and that's what I put in.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was me.
Right. Very
that
awesome.
time.
Yeah. Very
that
awesome.
time. Yeah.
Cool. This just stunning. It just, I could look at it forever and ever. It's just really, and one section of it here, which almost looks like she's coming out of a shell here. This almost looks like a shell. She's coming out
and
of
a flower.
shell, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Really cool. And your depiction of the female body here, the lower body, her navel, where you have the crown ending here. It's very, 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 it's just information that we don't mind looking at, and that it makes sense, and that you can just kind of gaze at it and lose yourself in the mixture and the interplay of these colors. It's just gorgeous. Even her little toes, Now, I did have a question. These marks on the side, these are just purely decorative then? Or are they?
I use them from time to time, and I think that I kind of reflect the time being this way, this kind of rhythm of the day after day that is coming out,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I think. Again, I have to translate my images to myself, first of all. So that's what I think.
Okay.
And again, like if I always try to connect the painting to the music to make it sound, this is kind of the background rhythm.
Okay. So so it's a progression of, or a repeat of this sound.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's framed. It's a part of the framing of the piece. Very nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And it's not static at all, because you don't have it all over the place, and even here you have it going on on top of it here,
I leave the free space to the right corner.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, she can fly.
Yeah. Very gorgeous. All right. If anybody else has any other comments, or if not, we're going to keep going, because I know we have a few to cover, and then we can go back and talk about any one of them, guys, that you want to talk about. So here we have Happy Swing.
Carolyn, I had a question about that one. Can you see me raising my hand?
Yes. Oh, okay. Now I see you.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go back to it.
I just wanted to comment that because I look at things from a Christian perspective, and a lot of my art comes out of my heart for the love of the Lord. And I see this as the woman at the well who suffered many years with the issue of blood. And so I just wanted to make that comment. That's how it kind of resonates with me in my spirit, because you mentioned that you had some suffering going on, but you also had a lot of love going on. And, Lord loves us, and he, healed her when she reached out to him and asked to be healed. And so that it's just I just connected with it based on
Yeah.
biblical principles. And so I just wanted to say that the colors are just magnificent. They're just beautiful, exciting.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
Thank you. Very, very interesting interpretation, I would say.
Yeah.
Never thought about it. Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Well, when each of us, we have our histories, our backgrounds, our our own points of view. And so we're going to bring a different interpretation, and it's wonderful that it is different, like I said earlier. So welcome. I didn't see you earlier, Wanda. Okay. All right. So we're going to continue on. We're going to go here, and thank you for that comment as well, Wanda. Okay, Natalie, this one, my happy swing. What is the swing? Now, I know in the old days what a swing meant. But
swing is
tell us-
music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know,
music.
Music, the swing music.
Swing
Okay.
music. Yeah.
Okay. I forget who painted it, but he was back in the old days. There's always this painting of the woman being pushed in a swing. And
okay.
from what I understand, that was the way in those Victorian times people talked about sex, was that swing. So when I read this, and the title of your show is All We Need Is Love, and you have this, my happy swing.
So
it's
another interpretation that I haven't actually thought about, but it's really wonderful that, I think it's really great that there are so many interpretations that coming up with my paintings. It's great.
Right.
I really love it.
Right.
I'm really enjoying it. So like everyone is seeing what they want to see, and the paintings are developing the thoughts in the different ways. I think it's great. I love it. I love it. No, this was much easier. This is swing music. That's what I say. I try to do this pieces of the music, actually music paintings. And with this one, so the image doesn't show so much. I try to use a lot. It's mostly palette knife, mostly, and this texture, but unfortunately the image doesn't show this texture so much. So I played with, I literally did my headphones. I was listening to the music, and I was just trying to, like when you do the still life, you have the objects in front of you, and then you want to project them on the canvas. That's what I try to do with music. So I just use music as a still life, and I try to project it on the canvas using the texture, stroke, movement, balance, harmony, tone, all the same things between music and painting, right? It's all the same. It's all about harmony. It's all about balance. It's all about rhythm. It's so much the same. So basically, yeah, this is one of my pieces that I try to depict music, put it in this way. But if you see something different, I really love it.
I'll show you here. This one, Fragonaut. I was trying to remember.
Yeah.
These swing, and you see the men here, and this is like he's looking under her dress. I don't know. This is not so quiet.
Yeah, we know it from the history of art. We know it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's interesting. You connect my swing to the history of art.
Yeah.
So yeah, could be.
Good. All right.
Looks like an abstract flower.
Yeah. Beautiful done. And you have here some gold leaf or some silver leaf, I think.
Yeah, it's gold.
Yeah, very beautiful. Very well done. I'm going to move to, I think something got skipped here. There we go. Okay. Hot Summer, Mystery of My Sphinx. Wow. Tell us about this piece.
The same thing. Be honest to myself, go deep inside myself, watch this feeling and try to get this feeling out of me. Mystery. Sphinx is the mystery, right? So like female sensuality, I would say, is here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Very
So
good. Wow. Just gorgeous. Again, your patterning and the color, right, is wonderful orchestration. And you have the body of the woman, right? Still, again.
I'm not sure that it's a woman, actually. It's a sphinx.
Okay. I look at this eye and it just seems so feminine. The eye, you know.
But only the eye.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I connect, because of the color, I connect the color with one being, not two or three or different, just one being. Interesting. And I look at that, I see her behind, right?
Her hips.
Yeah, her hips, her hips. So I see, and here's her flower. That would be her middle, right? So it's just, I don't know, it's just fun to look at, you know, and you put this ochre color to frame it on this side, and then on this side you have the contrast.
And I have my
color.
Squares, which is like reflection of the time being or rhythm of the days.
Yeah. And these colors you have in her hair, right? Very, very well. Very nice. Very nice. Do these, and I know you use the acrylic, and I can tell you don't fuss much at all. There's not a lot of fussing here. Or going over and over again. Right? Or is it? I don't see.
Some of the spots I really needed to enhance in color, so I just made it like going over and over again, but not everywhere.
Okay, but when I say over and over, I mean really like crossing it out and starting.
Oh, no, I never redo it, because remember, the flash is already there. The flash came as the image, so what I have to do, I just execute the flash and that's it.
Right,
so,
right. That's what I mean. Yeah.
I don't develop I don't develop the way that I have to redo something, because the idea is already there. It's already done.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Beautiful, beautiful. It's just the medium has to behave correctly, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The opacity and the colors and the strength of the paint. So that's definitely.
That's what I try to control, right?
Yeah, you just do such a masterful job of it. So I just wanted to point out here, as with all your other pieces, you don't fuss, because as you said, you have a flash, you know what you want to do.
Yeah.
And you're not having to go over anything over and over again. Some artists do struggle with their content, you know, they like look at it and like, oh, I don't know. So, and they, you know, they'll muddy up the colors, they'll keep mixing it over and over. But with acrylic, that's a little easier to hide, because acrylic is plastic, you know, more than oil, right? With oil, it's harder to hide the mud. A little harder.
I think with acrylic, it's also very difficult if you use just the brush. The layer is so thin that it's really difficult to hide, do something. So it's always difficult. So the color works fresh only when it's coming once.
Right.
So when you try to redo it, then the color stops to work.
Right. Cool. All right. Did anybody else want to make a comment before we moved along? Okay, so we're going to go to the flowers. Now, these are actually a 4-panel painting that you're actually selling as one, right? And can everybody mute themselves now, except Lois? I'm going to put the window so we can all see each other here. So I want to go through the first one, and then I'm going to show you this one, right? And then this one, and then the last one. So
This
these
connection is not good.
the what?
Connection is not good, I guess.
Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So what I'm gonna do is just back out so everybody can see all four of them together. And as mentioned, you know, Natalie is offering these as a group or singularly, right? So the title here to all of them except is different. This one is Love in Orange, White, Red, Yellow, Joy, Dream, Love, Hope. This is, I put here panel 1. And
no, actually, this is supposed to be for all four of them.
okay, right. So that's
so the orange one is just love. Yeah, the orange one is just Love in Orange.
Right. Okay, great. And then the ones next to it are the same. So I do have the title being the same for all, but I have panel 1, panel 2, panel 3 for the different ones. Okay. So tell us about this little series.
So the first one, like it's happened, the orange roses happened first. Somebody brought me this bouquet of orange, wonderful, gorgeous roses. And again, the flash came to me at night, and I decided that I really need to put all my love that I have inside me into these flowers and made it. And this is the way I will pass my love to people who will probably see it or watch it or observe it. So this is the whole thing. Then this was before pandemic started, and then I believe pandemic started. And I said to myself, why not to connect? Why not to continue that? Why not to make them the white roses, the red roses, and the yellow roses, and just gift of joy is the orange ones, gift of dream is the white ones, dream of love or passion is the red ones, and dream gift of hope is the yellow one, right? So I was really very kind of concerned about all these mass media threats that going on people, that people kind of forgot that they are people, right? That we are humans. And that's what I wanted to do.
Very good. Wow, it's just beautiful. And again, on Instagram, we get many likes for the series of roses. They're just so beautiful. So let me, okay, if you don't mind, let's see. We're a little bit behind, so I want to go a little faster, and then we can talk about the whole thing. So how about Follow My Fish, Invitation to Happiness?
So that one was from the old pastel drawing, one of those that I redid in acrylics. And I don't know, try to translate it. Oh, you need to, yeah.
I want to, it always doing this to me. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why. Who did that one? Okay, good. So I was trying to point out the very center of it, and I see they're all connected. The fish, these are all fish you've depicted here, and here, this one here looks like a bird. Now, is that the bird?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the bird that the birds are hunting fish.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's what they do sometimes.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
know in on the river in Colonial Beach, there's what's called the Osprey. And the Osprey, they're not quite seagulls at all. And they're sort, to me, they look like a cross between a eagle and a crow and a seagull. There's like all the birds mixed together in this osprey, but they're very excellent fishermen, right? So this is wonderful. This is wonderful. And I always try to take a picture of them with the fish they're taking to the nest for the little ones. So very beautiful, very beautiful. Okay, now this one, this is your self-portrait, right? Selfie. So let's see, let's make sure I have the whole title. What do you want to tell me? All right, look at those pearls around your neck. Very beautiful. And the hair, and you have, these are the glass drops that you say here.
Yeah.
The glass drops. Now, is there a connection between the glass drops and the pearls?
I think so, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah. So
Now,
I even don't know why I did it, but I probably, again, subconsciously, I thought that it would enhance the feelings, you know. You have to unmute yourself.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's just we have men working in the back, and I don't want the sound to come through the recording so much. So how about you have a question as a part of the title. Why do you have a question like that? It says, so what do you want to tell me? Is it speaking to a specific person you're thinking about? Or
this was conversational. This was kind of the silent dialogue. I was really very upset with my former boyfriend, and this is the whole thing. So what do you want to tell me?
Got it. Got it. Okay. You do have that look on your face like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
Yeah, you look just like you waiting for him to tell you something decent.
Right, right.
It's a good portrait.
Something to salvage his predicament now.
Right, exactly.
Wow, very nice.
Oh, it's nice. I like that.
Very nice. Now, I know we went through Love of a, no, we didn't do this one. Rush of Gloves, Waiting for Love.
And I think that I tried with necklace.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Sorry, it was bad connection. What about?
I was just saying this one here, Rush of Gloves, Waiting for Love. Now, who are we depicting here? Is this you? Is this another woman? And
it's all connected. Finally, everything is connected to me, right? Okay. Because I take these little pieces of reality or myself, and I develop pieces to piece of art or the message or something else, right? So like every piece of art is reflection of the artist anyway, one or another. Yeah, so again, it came like I went to the Halloween party. It was the first, I tell you, it was the very first Halloween party in my life. You know, it never happened to me. So it was the very first time I went there. It was like very recently. And I had these orange gloves that I really loved. I loved I have it somewhere here. I love this color. And then in my mind, I believe my mind developed this contrast between the gloves and the human body, right? And then I developed this story. So about the woman in her gloves.
Mm-hmm. And you have one little piece of the glove, the color.
Universe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And
eternity.
Here, yeah. Beautiful. Cool.
I do like the way you painted the gloves. They look velvet. It's just beautiful. The gloves are beautiful.
They are. They really are. They look so real. They look so real, don't they?
They do.
I really loved them.
Yes.
We can again this.
Oh.
The gallery.
So
has
I tried to make it as
Great work. So is this a wig you're wearing?
slow.
So I'm sorry, guys, go ahead.
Is this a wig?
Slow connection.
No. Oh, Natalie, she's asking if that's a wig.
Not necessarily. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Just the image.
That's a nice cut. It looks good. I love bangs.
Yeah.
I like bangs.
Very, very nice. All right. So we are up to this one now. This one is called Time Opportunities. And just so you guys remember, if you click on this at the top, you can see everything here, as well as purchase and invite. You can share these with your friends, these links, okay? And the media, it will take you to her full page that we looked at the beginning. Okay. So just again, you click on that one. So tell us, my goodness, this looks very Egyptian, right?
Yeah, very Egyptian, yeah.
Tell us about that.
Again, this one is from my old sketches from the end of the last century, put it in this way, pastel works that were destroyed. And I rebuilt it very recently. And it's all about time. It's, again, so with this one, it was not a flash. I just started to doodle, and then something is appearing, and then you develop what is appearing, and then you see that, oh, something is there, right? Mm-hmm. And for me, you're absolutely right. There are a lot of Egyptian symbols, right? Mm-hmm. With these crows and this style of
the birds,
people drawing, right? So it's very Egyptian.
Yeah.
But I put all this geometry, and it's all connected, like different times. Like every person there has its own gate to get out, and it's all connected. And this is the geometry. I don't know. That's what it is. Time opportunities. We're all connected.
Wow.
That it is. Yeah. So from the old times, everything is the same.
Right.
Not so much difference.
Right. And I want to point out that in the midst of all the geometry and hard edge, you have the soft clouds in there as well.
Yes, and this is the ideal, this is our ideal hope, our ideal image that every person has inside them, right? So we're all looking for, I think that we just don't want to be honest to ourselves. Like, I believe every person has this ideal image inside that they really want. Mm-hmm. But because of this, like, crazy time and this kind of social life and everything, we forgot about it, or we don't pay attention to that. So I have these pinky clouds going through my paintings. You will meet them in other paintings as well. So for me, is the symbol of this ideal dream of a child that all of us have inside. And I just want to tell people, hey, just remember your ideal dream, and that's what you have to reach.
All right. This is beautiful. Very nice. Thank you. And these are a diptych. These two is called Couple Other Little Things.
Yeah.
Tell us about this cutie pie paintings.
Yeah. So seashells, male and female, you see it, right?
Uh-huh. Okay. Ah.
Yeah, and they just combine their harmony. That's what they do.
Ah, okay. So these are male and female seashells. All right. Ah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the male,
Just
is
they
he on
try
the
to
left?
be together.
Okay.
Is the male
Sorry?
on the left?
I guess on the right. I guess the right is male.
Oh, the right is.
Yeah.
I
The left is female.
thought the left was the male.
Yeah.
He's got more stuff coming out of
I
you.
know.
knows?
He surely does. Oh my God. Oh.
Who
Okay.
knows? Yeah, so it's good.
Yeah.
Different interpretations.
Yeah, yeah. That guy looks like a guy to me, the one on the
Oh my God.
and the one in her little finery is the one on the right.
Yeah.
Unless you think of a peacock. Now, you know, the peacocks, they're
Yeah.
colorful. The most colorful peacocks, they're the ones, the male are the peacock, are the true peacocks.
Yes.
Everybody knows. So in that way, I could see that the right side being male.
Yeah.
All right. Cool, cool. And this one is, go back. This one is Madam coming up. Yes. Tell us now, who is Madam? Is that your mom?
No, it's our family friend, and actually she's a French teacher, and she helped Laura a lot with French. Laura went to French immersion, and then we came to be friends, and she's absolutely wonderful person. She's amazing. She's like so positive, so much this positive, absolutely unique energy, and that's what it is.
Oh, beautiful. I love her fur coat collar. It's so detailed. And you get the feeling that that's warm, that she's warm, right? And her hat even, she's got this cool hat on. And then the beams of light coming onto her. Very nice, very nice. And interesting, she doesn't have earrings. Not that she needs it, but I'm glad almost that she doesn't.
No.
Yeah. So it's just beautiful, beautiful. Madam, she was in French teacher. Okay.
French, yeah.
And I see that her eyes are the same color as the coat that she's wearing, right?
So one day she came to Laura to help her with the class, and she had this, and it was probably 2 years before I actually made the painting. So she had this greenish coat with, I don't know, from what animal was that? It's like kind of scarf or not scarf, I don't know, collar, right, over the neck.
Yeah.
With this hat, and I saw her once. I the image, and I told her, these things we will need, keep them. I will make the portrait like that. And the actual portrait I made probably a couple of years after. But she promised me to keep the stuff. She did. And when I called her, I said, Madame, are you ready for the portrait? I will come. I will have to do a few sketches. She said, yes, I have everything. I said, wonderful. So let's do it. Yeah. So.
Wow. So this was a real life she modeled for you for this piece.
Yeah, so the portraits I do, I really want to make the live sketches. Like I need the model for probably an hour, 30 minutes, 1 hour. Then I make pictures, because pictures are nothing. Pictures are just the reference to some details, right? So you cannot make the portrait of the person from the picture. It's like nonsense, absolutely nonsense, right? So you need the real person, you need this communication, you have to develop the links with this person, you have to feel this person, you have to love this person, then you can paint this person, right? Yes. So I do the sketches first, and I make a few pictures. If I need the person again, I will ask at some in the middle of the process for other minutes to sit with me and to correct something. Sometimes I even don't need the person again, so it depends. But yeah, so it's like from the live sketches initially, always.
Okay, wow. Very good to know that. Very good to know. Beautiful, beautiful. Did anyone want to comment on this before we move along? Okay, and this is Isabel. Now, who is Isabel?
Isabel, Laura's friend, the girlfriend that they went together to the dance school, and I know her like from her 5 years probably. And you see this the bun, the dance ballet bun with the hair, with the rose, with this very, very kind of ballet character. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So yeah, that's what it is.
So when you say dance class, is it for ballet that she went?
Yeah, it was everything. It was ballet, jazz, modern. So they had all kind of training.
Okay, very nice.
But this particular girl, she's very ballet girl.
Ballet.
Yeah, she's very ballet girl.
Oh, wow.
She's so well-developed person inside, so delicate, you know, she's amazing.
Okay, wow. And so of course she sat in real life for you to model this one.
Yeah. She sat in front of me for the very first sketches, and then I started the portrait, and then I invited her again to, you know, just to be sure that this is all right, that's what I want. And sometimes I make corrections, like with the color, let's say, but just the whole thing is to keep the energy, to catch the energy and to keep it and to put it on the canvas, basically.
Very nice.
Yeah.
This is definitely successful. And I love even the butterflies that you have going on, you know, highlighting her delicacy, even though she has a very stern and strong facial expression on her, you know, like for me, I look at her and I say, oh, no nonsense for her, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah. You don't want to mess with her. No?
That's right. That's right. So you don't want to be on her bad side.
No.
I love the way you painted the shoulder area. Not a defined line, but you definitely see that that's a shoulder. The orange coming in the back, and very, very delicate and nice. Yes.
It shows so many different things, because for me, even though she looks stern, there's still an emanation of love and hope. And even though she's not to be toyed with, you still see a strong love emanating from her. And I think it's from the use of color. And I see the butterflies with the metamorphosis. It's like the universal symbol of metamorphosis. But the use of the way you use those warm colors, the love just emanates off of me.
Yeah, nice.
Nice cheekbones.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. All right. Thank you guys.
I think that she has the whole future in front of her, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Metamorphosis.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so now this one is a triptych. I'm trying to get it so you can see all three. There we go. So this one is called I Love You in the Morning, Afternoon, and in the Evening.
Yeah.
Right? And these are, so the top one is the morning, the center one is the afternoon, and then the bottom is the evening. So tell us, Natalie, about this triptych.
Yeah, it was plein air in Florida, 2020 February. So we made I was really very happy over there to make these plein air realistic paintings of the ocean. I was always dreaming about it. I love the ocean. I love the water. I'm the water person. And when I came home, I just decided to continue with this. I used actually the real plein air like sketches, right? And I just decided to do this triptych.
Nice.
Like morning, afternoon, and evening, and it's all about love.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get to the bottom now. Here we go. Yeah. This one got a tremendous amount of likes on Instagram. This particular one, the evening one. They all did, but I seem to have gotten the most on this one.
Yeah, I was very happy there. We spent 3 days painting the ocean. Oh my gosh, such a great experience. It's unbelievable. It's like, it's so much energy you get from this ocean when you paint it.
Yeah.
You cannot explain it. You have to feel it. Like, then I came home here and I put it on the canvas this way.
Nice, nice. Very nice. We have gone full circle. We started out with the pebble, Madonna off a pebble, and we circled it out to the ocean. So Natalie, would you like to say give any advice? We know we have mostly artists on the call here. Do you have any words of wisdom that you would like to impart? Or any advice?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We're not trying to puff you up, but we're just trying to give you a chance to share your experience and to help us with some pointers that you think maybe we could use as artists. What do you think?
I was thinking a lot, actually. Like, I studied the art and I studied a lot of art history, and I was always trying to find the edge between, you know, the real masterpiece, the real art, or not the masterpiece, and the kind of the fake art, right? So it could be done. It could be done technically well, but there is no heart there.
Right.
Or when the artists try to think too much, right? So they try to think, they try to develop it like only the thought process, the thinking process. So it doesn't work this way. Just be honest to yourself, open your heart, find yourself, find your heart, and follow the flow. That's it.
Thank you so much for those words. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and unless there's somebody who's in the attendee here circle that wants to go over any of the paintings before I stop sharing the virtual gallery. Okay.
Can I just see can I see the ocean, the last painting, the oceans?
The evening one.
Right.
Yeah, the three.
Oh, sure. I can back out and you can see all three. I'll put this like this and then I'll back out. You should be able to see all three. Okay, how's that?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm a water person too, and I relate. You get a lot of energy, but you also get a lot of peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of peace and serenity, and healing from the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like everything. I love these. I'm a water person. These are really so realistic.
Yeah.
It's not realistic at all, but it looks realistic, right?
Well, what I
because
mean
of the
is
realistic feelings.
when I think of the sunrises and the sunsets that I've seen, I can relate to what I see on the canvas. I can relate to, you go out at different times of the day and the sky looks different.
Yeah.
You're near the water, it's going to reflect differently. So, that's what I meant.
Exaggerated. It's a little bit like overdone on purpose to make it more emotional or more intense. Yeah. But yeah, we can see it. We can see it for sure. We can see it.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else wanted to see any specific piece? I'm going to go around the room again quickly. And then you tell me, I'm going to start there and then just going to kind of pull it down. There's Laura, her daughter. So remember, guys, you can go back to her page on our site and you can, at your leisure, you can definitely just peruse at your own time, your own space, and just look at these. And again, you can, just to remind you, if you want to purchase any of Natalie's work, right, you just click on that button here and you can see buy, right, and it'll take you directly to her page with that piece on it. And here I have all three, but you can see all three is one price. And then if you want the print, it can start, at whatever price you want. And we have different grounds. You can get it on paper, on acrylic, on wood, right? On canvas, obviously, and paper. And it depends on what size you want. So you can play around. If there's anything here that you love, you can purchase it. And that includes the ocean lovers, right? You could get all three in prints, or you can get all three originals and so forth. But I've made it really user-friendly. These digital galleries are very well equipped to cater to your likes, right? Whatever you see that you like, again, you just click. You could share it with your friends here, invite. Thank you. Can you mute your, thank you. Okay. So, so I'm going to stop sharing and let's see. Okay. So we are all here. Again, let's just say the view. gallery. Okay, so we have a good amount of people here. Anya Tin, nice to see you here. We have some people I didn't realize were on our call yet. So so you guys can unmute yourselves now, please, and we can just have just a wrap up discussion or comments or any questions you may have for Natalie. Please, this is your moment to engage with the artist, other than what we've done already.
Carolyn, I'm going to have to go.
Okay. Thank you very much, Lois, for being here. Thank you.
And thank you for everything. And good luck, Natalie.
Thank you.
Goodbye,
Thanks a lot.
everybody.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Carolyn. Wonderful experience. It's amazing. What are you doing? It's amazing. I really love it. I really love it.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Yes.
So again, I just want to say, for my wrapping up, I love you guys. I do. And my mission is to really help you, right? And that we help each other. And my way of doing this is having these gallery talks with each other, so you can give your constructive critiques and comments and encouragement to the artist, to each other, so we keep being creative, because there is so much against creativity out there. What do we see when we go to the news? Only stuff to makes us just want to hide, right? But we as artists, we know if we hide, there will be no more culture. We are the carriers of the culture. So I'm just saying it out loud. We are the carriers of the culture. It's our responsibility to not be shy, to not hide our creativity under a bushel, right? Our light, but to share. And I love you guys. And that is what helps me to keep going. Because when I curate these shows, I look at these things, I'm like, oh my goodness, there's just so much love, so much beauty, harmony, right? And we have to balance out what's going on out there to what we know we can create for our present and the future, for our children and grandchildren, right? So thank you so much for sharing your Saturday with us. And Natalie, bravo. Thank you for sharing your
artwork. Is awesome. Yes. Thank you so much. This was a treat. Thank you.
All right. So, okay,
thank you very much. Like, it's
Thank you.
a great experience.
Good.